Bottom-up versus top-down processing. How do we understand ambiguous stimuli? What do you see when you look at this picture? Even though you couldn't see the whole picture, did you still see a dog? Now let's look at it this way. If you look at a dog, what do you expect to see? Furry ears? A wet nose? A tail? Our brain organizes and processes information from the bottom up and from the top down. Bottom-up processing starts with recognizing the smaller pieces and builds up to the whole. We see the smaller pieces, the ears, nose, and tail, and our brain recognizes that they are part of the whole picture, the dog. Now imagine you are at a picnic. You hear buzzing, you see a yellow insect, and you recognize that it is a bee. But bottom-up processing doesn't happen in isolation. We also use top-down processing to provide a framework for sensory information. Top-down processing starts with some sense of what is happening, the big picture. It is perception guided by higher-level thinking, experience, and expectations. If your friend told you she just adopted a dog, you'd expect her dog to have fuzzy ears, a wet nose, and a wagging tail. Now imagine you're at the picnic again, and your friend tells you he saw some bees earlier. You later hear buzzing and immediately swat your arm and move away. Your friend's warning provides enough context to assume the buzzing belongs to a bee. Based on prior knowledge, you know bees can sting and want to prevent that from happening. Only when we consider both what our senses detect, using bottom-up processing, and the context or meaning our brain interprets, using top-down processing, can we fully understand how we perceive our world. Recap: bottom-up versus top-down processing. Bottom-up processing starts with recognizing the smaller pieces and builds up to perceiving the whole. Top-down processing starts with some sense of what is happening, the big picture. It is perception guided by higher-level thinking, experience, and expectations. Bottom-up focuses on what the stimulus is. Top-down focuses on the function or meaning of the stimulus. Both processes work together in sensation and perception to allow us to function accurately and efficiently.